I felt despair when I first saw the imposing paper mills at Oregon City and West Linn. When I learned that the Clackamas and other tribes lost ancestral lands in the name of economic progress, my sadness deepened. I came to Oregon in search of nature's bounty and seeking a culture sensitive to indigenous people, as was the case in my former Alaskan home. My sadness turned to hope and joy when I learned that loss can lead to beauty. While people lost jobs when the Blue Heron and West Linn paper mills closed, the displaced workers had valuable stories to share, photographing steam pipes and pressure gauges, paper machines and digesters, railroad tracks and sawdust-covered puddles led me to their stories. Meeting the workers behind the machines and hearing them talk brought energy and life to the ghostly buildings left behind. Men and women shared stories of pride, humor, injury, and death. A union local president noted how the Oregon City Mill was a leader in using recycled paper, books, and magazines to make pulp. The West Linn Mill's focus on producing specialty paper ensured its profitability after newsprint demand decreased. Humorous stories abounded at both mills. Workers leaving the mill after their shift avoided fish and game citations by hiding their daily catch underneath oversized slicker pants, coats, and rubber boots. A former wood grinder enjoyed working on the tugboats because he could come to work drunk in the morning and cure his hangover by fishing in the afternoon. One machinist left his family farm to work in the Oregon City Mill because farming was too hard. Visiting the company doctor after incurring a finger injury, he almost fainted when the anesthetic needle pierced one side of the finger and exited out the other side. Another worker caught his clothing on a fast-moving machine part and was spun around so fast the rest of his clothes flew off. Death came to a young forklift driver and a dump truck driver. The forklift operator was crushed to death when he tried to dislodge a stuck hydraulic loading ramp. A truck driver suffocated to death under a load of partially frozen wood chips. He dislodged so that they could empty into the truck and the trunk shed chip chute. One of the longest strikes occurred at the West Linn Mill from 1984 to 1985. During the 8-month strike, management used administrative staff, lawyers, accountants, and engineers to perform dangerous union jobs requiring years of experience and training. Those jobs included sawmill work, boomboat operation, and dam maintenance. I learned a lot about papermaking from the men and women who shared their rich history with the mills. Meeting these people and hearing about their industrial experiences made me feel more positive about their contributions to Oregon's economic history. Most of the workers I interviewed were very grateful that someone was going to write a book that preserves the industry's 150-year history, and were eager to share their time, photos, documents, and engaging stories. The final result of my efforts was the book called The Papermakers, More Than Run of the Mill.
I've been working here for 15 years and I've seen some changes come. Seen some